All right, with that said, let's get our guest speaker up here. He hails from the Texas area. I'm not sure if he's in Houston or he's in Baltimore or he could be in Florida because he bounces back to all three locations. And I think he's been working out quite a bit lately, in which we're excited about. Got involved with HN to make a lot of money to spend quality time with his son. And his son is just being treated like a king, which every kid should be. So without further ado, can we give a warm welcome to another Shakeel Cooper?
Hello, hello. Yeah, I just got back in town, so today was my first day back in the gym in 2 weeks, and it's like, man, it hurt, and that gave me some motivation about what to talk about today, on top of the few things that I'm going to talk about, and it just shows me that it's like it's easy when you just keep going, but once you stop and you got to start over, it's hard, and that goes with anything in life. It's just so much easier that once you start something, literally just keep doing it, because I promise you, it hurts to stop and start, stop and start, stop and start. I mean, I was in the gym today, like, I almost passed out, like, and I did it for a whole year. So you can be doing something for a whole year and just taking 2 weeks off. You got to start all the way back over. But one of the things that I do, even if I don't work out, is that I eat really healthy. So I'm never going to gain any weight. I'm just going to lose a little bit of muscle. So, what today I want to talk about is a few things. And the first thing is how to build a massive team that's duplicatable like Mr. Thomas. Because to be able to work with someone like Mr. Thomas, we can agree that in order to be around this industry as long as he has been, he duplicated himself. He's been able to find other leaders that can duplicate the system that can get you results. And one of the things that he was great at and still is good at is what? Leading by example. He's still having these calls. He's still doing the same thing and keeping the main thing the main thing. Because once you keep the main thing, what is the main thing? The system. We help people get in front of the opportunity. We help people acquire customers, and we share the opportunity. We go to events and we do it all over again. Keep it super simple. So, number one, lead by example. Show your team the work ethic, consistency, and the professionalism that you expect, because your action is the standard. So, whenever someone said, you know, what's the system? You are the system. Everything that you choose to do is the system. So one of the things that I got good at was never missing events, never missing Saturday trainings. That was one of the things that I did, that I'm just like, you might be better than me, you might can have all the things, but I'm gonna go to every single Saturday training. And that's what I got great at, was just no matter what, if it's Saturday training, I'm there. I never miss a Saturday training. When I tell you never, like, imagine doing something for years and never missing a Saturday training, because that was the system. Because I knew that if I just got good at just getting people in front of the information, I did not have to do all of the training. I didn't have to do all of the work. I leveraged my upline. I leveraged the system. I said to myself, you know what? It's already a big team here. Everything's here, but I can't always be here. How do I keep this thing going? Get them plugged into the system where, if I'm there or if I'm not, once I moved to Houston, guess what? They still kept going to Saturday training. They still kept going to Saturday training. And guess what they're doing today? They're on the stage training at the Saturday training. So even though I live in Houston, I still have a team back in Baltimore, and my team is still on stage training. And this is 12 years later. That's duplication. But the only reason why they're able to do it, because when I was out there, I was on stage training everybody also. So I duplicated myself. And that's why it's very important to lead by example. Again, number two, plug everyone into the simple system using the same script, same presentation, and the onboarding process so everyone can duplicate easily. What do that mean? Meaning that once you sign someone up, you're supposed to sign everyone up the same way. I don't care if they had a little bit of money to get started. They're a college kid. They're a professional. They're, six-figure earner. Even if they're a millionaire, everyone should get trained the same way. Why? Because our system is simple, where anyone can do it. It's kind of one of those, it's so easy that a fifth grader can do it. That's how you want to have the business. Because if you keep it super simple, guess what? Most people will be able to follow. Just think about most jobs, right? Most corporations. Just think about Walmart and all these big corporations. How are they able to get so many people to run the business? Mr. Walmart is not at Walmart. They got a system. They got people in place where you take care of this department, you do this. It's a system. Everybody know their job. So you got to have the same mindset. Think of your business like Walmart, where you can have massive amount of people doing the same things over and over because you created a system that works. Just think about some of these places where kids in high school can run a business. Just think about like Chick-fil-A. They don't hire a bunch of older people at Chick-fil-A. These are what, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old that's running a restaurant. So again, it's so simple. It's so simple that the system works. Number three, focus on speed and keeping it simple. Remove unnecessary steps and make it where as though a new person can start taking action right away. And what is that? Get people paid. Once you get someone paid, the ball is now in their court. You did your job. So what I got good at was that getting people qualified in 24 hours. 24 hours, no matter what it takes. Listen, we're gonna get you qualified right away because if I get you qualified right away, I got you up until Saturday. And if I get you promoted at Saturday training, I'll most likely get you to come to the next Saturday training if we get the promotion. So what we got good at was just getting people excited, get in front of the stage, hit your promotion by Friday so you can get promoted. We took pictures. I used to go to the dollar store and buy the frames and go to Office Depot and print them out and put it in there and give it to the team on Saturday. So after we took our team pictures, everyone was holding their certificates. And everyone else wasn't doing it, but I started doing it, and other people started doing it because they saw that it worked. Why? Because people wanted to be recognized. People do not get recognized on a daily basis. So the fact that people got a chance to get recognized, we also started buying trophies. Once you hit RD, PC, all these positions, you always got recognized. And that's what motivated people to keep going. And again, number four, promote events and trainings. Events builds belief, momentum, and relationships. Always be inviting people to the next event. It's all about the event. Because if you just get good to getting people to the event is going to do everything that you can't even do by you can't give them the feeling. You gotta just get them to the event. Once you get someone to the event, they'll do whatever it takes to get to the next event, and the next event, and the next event. But if you don't go to the event, why would they go to the event? The culture has to be that, hey, we go to all the events. That's just the culture. We had kids, we was all kids, 18, 19, 20. We was driving across country. When I drove to Charlotte, North Carolina, I was 20 years old in the middle of a snowstorm. Our parents told us, don't go. I remember we drove through a snowstorm in the middle of the night and made it to Charlotte. That was my second um, convention. And then from there, the business blew up because we took a risk. And they saw how much I believed in it. And then guess what? They started believing in themselves also. Then the next one is, again, identity and develop leaders, meaning that the goal is to develop leaders. The reason why you want to develop leaders because with leaders, they just get it. And just imagine you had a team of people that they figured out, you know what? If I just do the same things over and over and over and over, I might be able to get to the position that my mentor is at. You don't want to have it where as though, people feel as though, man, I can't do it. I had it where as though this was my story. Broke kid from Applebee's. If I can do it, anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Because if someone that's 20 years old, no business background, can get involved in a network marketing company and have a bunch of young people follow after him. These kids, they was dropping out of school. They was getting kicked out of their parents' house, like, because you know what? We never had an opportunity before. So when the right place, the right time, and the right opportunity come along, that's what happened for my business. And because I took advantage of it, it- I'm still getting paid from work that I did 12 years ago. I'm about to be 33 in the next 9 months. 12. What have you done that still paid you 12 years later? I don't know too many. I just don't. And the last one, never stop recruiting. Always build. Listen, what you want to do is this. You want to understand that with social media, you want to brand yourself. You want to have a personal brand. I'm telling you guys all the time. One of my secrets is that I leverage social media. I can go to my social media right now. I'm at 100,000 impressions. That's it takes a lot for to get 100,000 impressions because I'm consistently posting. I'm branding myself. So whereas though people they just when they look at me and they look at my name, oh business success. Once you build a name for yourself, you don't have to chase people to do business with you no more. They chase you. You want to build up yourself to where as though you're not begging people to do business with you. People are begging you to do business with you. But in order to get to that point, you first got to go out there and make it happen. It wasn't always this easy, but I did the work. I didn't run away from the work. Most people run away from the work. I did it, and I told myself, man, if I just do it now and get it out of the way, looking back now, everyone that I started with, the only person I know, 12 years later, still getting paid. Everybody else, they gave up, they quit. They quit. They quit. And guess what? I'm still here, still going, still look younger than I was when I first started. I'm just a better version of who I was 12 years ago. And if you are not a better version of who you was 10 years ago, you're the same person doing the same things, hanging with the same people doing. If you're not changing and evolving, then why would anything change about your life? So I tell people all the time, look at me as an example. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And I'm still not comfortable. I'm still working every single day. I woke up at 4:44 today to go to the gym. Do you think I didn't feel like it? But it's not about me feeling I'm disciplined. It's like, yeah, I'm not wasting no money. If I pay you, I'm gonna show up. So guess what? I paid my money and I showed up. And you guys need to stop cheating yourself and just start showing up. Because guess what? It works. If you work it, it's gonna work. And I love ACM because it's a simple business. And 12 years later, I'm still getting paid from something I started when I was just 20 years old, working at Applebee's and broke college student at Morgan State University. So if I can do it, you guys can do it too. So I pass the call back to you, Mr. Thomas, and I look forward to seeing you guys again next week.